Hello everyone, and welcome to Outside, the series, of course, where we're going outside zombies maps, such as Highrise, which we've got under play today. I'm really excited to see what's going on outside these skyscrapers, and if you are too, leave a like on the video, and of course, subscribe so you can come back for more, and let's get right into it. So the mod menu I'm using right now is called Iconic V3. It allows me to turn on God mode as well as no clip, and we can get to see what's going on outside this here map, man, and I think the best place to start is in a window like this one right here. So let's go ahead and just hop on through it real quick. It looks like there is a ton of blood in here and, well, I guess some grenades. Yeah, my bad about that. And we got a little table here just chilling. It looks like, what, we got like a little bag? Very thin, very thin bag with a little basket on it, but not exactly much going on. And then back to a very dark hallway. It looks like there's a wall right here. So yeah, not too much. Nice little place for zombies to spawn and come around the corner at you. I'm gonna open up this door right here, and there should be a few more windows in this way. Yeah, so this one right here, let's go ahead and just hop on right through it. This looks much more interesting than the last one. So we got like this big area to go around the corner, right? And then it ends off here. Some random chairs chilling, another one of those baskets, and I guess that's about it, but it's much bigger than the last one for some reason. A little surprised by that. And if we keep on going around the corner from that window, there is this door right here that is blocked up by a bunch of debris, but we can hop on through it with no clip. We got some bathrooms here, so, yeah, let's go on this bathroom first. It looks very dark. So there is actually a place here. I can walk around. There is like a floor, it looks like, but that's about it. There's not much of a room here. There's certainly no toilets. Let's go ahead and hop on out of this one. I'm assuming the same is probably here. Oh, wow. So yeah, it looks like that bathroom is right through this window right here. So if we just hop on through it, we can see that this is where we are. There's like this very dark room here. And if I go too far this way, I fall right on through to a level beneath us, which again has a little bit of a room. I don't know where this is, to be honest with you, but if we hop on through, I'm assuming things will make sense eventually. Where are we? Oh. Okay. But yeah, as far as this actual hallway itself, it just leads around a corner here and looks to nowhere. And it seems like we pretty much just end right here. And if we kept on going, well, there is actually area that we can walk on. There is some, like, random barriers, it seems, throughout this building. But there's not exactly much going on inside of it. We got another window to check out right here. I'm going to go ahead and hop on into it. And we got some signs up on the wall. It looks like we got to keep it clean, which clearly someone did not get the memo. But yeah, we got a nice little view out the window, although there is a barrier here, so unfortunately I can't go too much farther. But we do have a staircase, which we do have collision with. Kind of interesting. And around the corner, a very, like, barren room. It's very smooth in here. Look at this smoothness. Yeah, kind of a cool room back here, I guess, for zombies to spawn and then come out towards the window. But as far as the staircase goes, I'm a little bit interested in it. So I guess let's go up first. I'll go ahead and no clip through here. Can we? Oh god, I fell. So it looks like the rest of these stairs here do not have collision. I've tried, but it doesn't seem like it. There is some barriers in this place. Like, as you can see, I'm kind of stuck right now, actually. I can't, like, move around even though I'm out of no clip. But there is some area here, just not exactly a ton. And before going any further, back here in spawn, there is this window up top to check out. So let's go ahead and hop on into it. And it leads two directions. So to the right here, we can see the top of this elevator right here, right? It looks like there's like a little pulley system up here, and down below it, of course, this is the elevator shaft. We can take a look at it. It goes all the way down to the bottom here, and it seems like you take infinite damage. This is the Die-Rise version of that Samantha death barrier that we've seen many other times. But going on back up, to the right here, past that, there's not much, obviously. It's just broken, and we can see the playable area down beneath. There's nothing too interesting going on here, but if we go the other way instead, there is a little bit more going on. So over there we can see yet another elevator, but towards this direction, looks like a place for zombies to spawn, perhaps. And if we go this way instead, we can just walk right over this hole, because there is a barrier covering it up. Of course, that's playable area down beneath us. And we get to go a couple different directions. To the right here, there's not too much to see. We see that staircase that we were just looking at, and some more area over here, but we can't exactly get onto it. Yeah, you see it just teleports us, like, beneath us. So there's a massive barrier here, I guess, and it doesn't exactly want us to be here for some reason, which is kind of strange, because I don't think there's anything interesting right here at all. Yeah, if we go straight downward, it's just right above where this, like, storefront is. So I don't know why, but they decided to put a massive barrier right here, just ruining our fun. And if instead of going right, though, we can go left, and there is this big old area over here that we can walk around in. Although it does cut off right around here, as you can see. There's an area back here, too. There's just some random tile floor, but it does not have collision. We fall right on through it, and we're back to walking around on a whole lot of nothing here. It is really cool to see, though, how, like, massive some of these elevator shafts are. So you can see for this one, it goes all the way down towards, like, the very, like, bottom layers of the map, which, wow, it's very foggy down here. Yeah, here's the staircase, and here's what the top of this area of the building looks like. Very, very messy. And as you can see, things like in Highrise, they pop in and out very frequently. So, like, if I go too far away, that part of the building pops out, and then if I go back over here, that building pops out. So there's going to be a lot of that in this video, so very sorry if that's hard on your eyes, but let's continue. So yeah, if we go down this staircase instead of going up it, it leads towards a playable area down here where this, like, broken staircase jump through is, and goes down towards this area, which we were in before when we hopped through that wall behind the bathroom, right, where this dark room was. But yeah, as far as this area is concerned, there's, it looks like there's, like, some shoes and stuff chilling, just some cabinets. It doesn't really look like much is interesting here, just a bunch of models that we can just walk right on through. All right, so continuing on this way past the, what is this? This is the SVU wall buy, right? Who buys this, by the way? Has anybody ever bought the SVU? I don't think I've ever bought the SVU on this map. I kind of forgot that it's here, to be honest. Sick. All right, we got this window right here, though, to check out. So let's go ahead and hop on into it. It looks like we got some more handprints chilling. And around this corner, just a nice little area for zombies to spawn. Kind of cool to see that just floating there on the other side, too. But yeah, it looks like this connects to two different windows here. So this window over here as well, which is just like on the other side of this gate kind of situation. And then if we go right down the escalator right here, we got a few things to see. I mean, there's a door here. Let's go ahead and hop on into it. Oh, there is actually some space here, interestingly enough. That's kind of strange. Perhaps they were thinking about having this as a window and then decided not to for some reason. But there definitely is a little area here that zombies could have spawned in if they decided to put like a back wall here and make this a window, but I guess not. And past that, of course, that is the direction that you have to go, but we do have a window right here. Let's go ahead and hop on into it. Got a really barren hallway, and it actually leads to another window. So there's some zombie spawn engineering going on here. It looks like the zombies can spawn back here, or perhaps they can spawn somewhere in here as well, and decide whether they want to go to this window or that window. This window itself, it seems like this goes, where is this? Oh, okay, so this is right by, like, like a sushi bar, right? Oh my god, $100? Woo! Them some pandemic prices, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's pretty cool. So this window, it goes all the way through this structure here and then comes around and back out over here. But there is another window right here to check out, so let's go ahead and hop on into it. And it looks like we got a nice little area here, actually. It leads to another window. And there's some random objects here that we can just walk on through, it looks like. Back here, we got a little hallway, completely barren. Just a nice little place for zombies to spawn, and they can decide to go out towards this window or out towards that window over here. Let's see where this goes. Oh, okay, and that's the window I was looking through right here, this frost dispensary thing. Okay, so like through this window is this area with the two windows, and then through this window is coming back towards the sushi bar. All right, this building is very confusing. And it's kind of strange to me that they didn't connect these two areas, right? Because there actually is this door over here, which is just blocked up with debris, but if we went through it, it goes straight to the playable area here where the B23R is on the wall. So kind of strange they didn't do that. I don't know why they wanted those two areas separate, just to like really feel like a deviation of deciding to go this way towards like down this place, or deciding to go towards the left side and down that little pathway along here. But I think while we're here in this crafting table room, there is a window to check out, and that's right here. Let's go ahead and hop into it. It says it's a bathroom, and it definitely is a bathroom. Oh my god, it's nasty in here, dude. Yeah, we just got some turned over toilets. It looks like a little area for zombies to spawn with some low poly texture. I think this is the same texture that's used outside the windows on like the skyscrapers. Kind of gross, but it's chilling here as well on the other side of this wall. And if we go back on through, of course, this is what it looks like from the other side. So it looks completely normal. But in there, oh my god, does it look terrible. And it looks like this gross texture exists because if we go on the other side of this wall right here, we'll see that we're actually pointing right out of a window. So perhaps at one point they were deciding whether to use this right here as the texture or to not, and they wanted a window here, so they did this instead. And of course, we can't forget about the ladies now, all right? So let's go ahead and hop on into the bathroom here as well. Got another toilet just chilling, but there doesn't look like many textured walls, huh? Just, you know, some barriers there and a place for zombies to spawn around the corner, but that's about it. And if we continue around the back of the juice bar here, there is a window right here to hop on into it. Just a place for zombies to spawn, of course, and come out a window here to make going around this really narrow corner just that much more sketchy. And then back behind the juice bar, of course, going down the ramp here is towards the upside down part of the building. I'm going to wait to go towards that, and instead, we're going to go a different direction, which is right on up through here. Get this elevator moving, man. Come on. Oh, shit! Good thing I got life insurance. So if we go ahead and no-clip up inside this elevator shaft, of course, there's not much going on in it, right? There's these, like, random locations like this one right here. If we hop on through it, we see it actually goes to another elevator shaft. There's two of them right next to each other here. But there's no interesting details in any of these except for one right here. Of course, the good old PhD is on this level. And we can walk all the way up to right here, though. There's a massive barrier surrounding this PhD. So even if you somehow got through this barrier that's blocking the elevator shaft, you would not ever be able to get towards the PhD machine. But if we can no-clip, of course, instead, and go check it out, there is no interaction with it. I can't press E on it. And we can see that around this area, well, there's not too much going on. We can't exactly walk through a lot of this. It just kind of pops me back out towards this direction. But what is next to PhD is a lot of these windows, right? So we can take a look at what that kind of texture looks like. It's this really, really gross texture that's just chilling by the windowsills. And right on through this one right here, right behind that gross texture, is just PhD. Man, I wish we could grab it. And then out this way is open space, right? This is just unused area inside this building, and oh my god, is it massive. And since we're down here, I'm gonna go ahead and do a good old R_fog0. Boom! Oh my god, look at that. So yeah, there is a ton of fog on Rise down here, and this is what the bottom of this building looks like. It goes down to nowhere, just kind of cuts off. There is no floor here. I think if I let go of no clip though, yeah, there is a barrier. So I do have collision with the ground, although like I'm kind of stuck. Like I can't go this way at all. I can only go left and right, it looks like. But yeah, there is just a ton of area down here, man. And above us we can see there's like this like black floor texture that just covers it all, which is kind of strange actually, because there's nothing here, but we can walk around the entire thing. I don't know why this floor is here. It's just, I guess, a hidden little floor that they never ended up using. It does seem to have even, like, a stop for the elevator. Strange. Look! Oh my god, Quick Revive even comes here, dude! What? Why? Yeah, so there definitely is an extra floor here, which, just to put in perspective, right above us is this floor. Which, yeah, this is right where, like, the sushi bar is and stuff, but if we just go right below us, there's a whole extra floor that was never used whatsoever. I mean, I suppose I understand why, because this building already, as it is, was getting pretty confusing. I mean, even me just going through some of these windows and popping out somewhere else, like, it took me a second to figure out where I was. So I kind of understand why they didn't add another floor, because this building, I mean, it's a clusterfuck. I mean, yeah, it's all over the place, you know what I mean? Yeah, if we just go ahead and hop on back to this elevator, and there's a few windows in this hallway to check out, actually quite a few windows to check out. Let's go ahead and start with this one here on the right. Just a nice little chair chilling in this little hallway. I don't know why, but it looks like that connects to both that window and this one as well, with some electrical panels back here, but not much else. And across the hallway to the other side, we got this window, which looks a little bit more interesting. There's a hallway back here, a really long hallway, actually, that connects all three of these rooms. Oh my god. Yeah, they look kind of like hotel rooms as far as, like, how the building is structured, but clearly with, like, the objects in here just being, like, these white plastic tables you can pick up at Walmart, I don't exactly know what these rooms are supposed to be, but there's three of them here, and of course each one has a window for zombies to go out to. There's that one, and then there's also this one here, which seems to be the biggest. There's a door to it, in fact, and it goes around the corner as well towards this window right here that you can just hop right on out if we got no clip. And of course, around the corner, you can jump on over towards power that way. But above us, there's this, which I never even realized was here. But if we go ahead and no clip on up, we can see this area has a little bit of an attic. And it's not easy to walk around in it because there's a lot of barriers going on. As you can see, I'm kind of like stuck there, for instance. There we go. And when you're here, you can actually go ahead and fall right back on through this one here as well. So it's kind of interesting that there is a space up there, and it's kind of functional in a way. I don't remember what that does, to be honest. Oh, that's what it does. Well, that is the bottom floor of the building. We're going to go ahead and check out the power room building, this massive skyscraper here last. So the next stop we got is this building right over here, which is, I guess, part of this building as well, but it's like the top section of the building, the upside down land. So my next step is to go ahead and slide down this here slide, but before I do and take that chance that I could die every single time, I'm going to take a sip of the coffee, because of course I have my coffee with me here this morning. I hope wherever you are, whatever time you're watching this, you're enjoying yourself, because I do kind of like myself some Die Rise. I'm not going to lie. Die Rise is by no means an easy map. It's quite frustrating at times, especially, you know, because of things like this that can just kill you no matter what you do. But it is, at the end of the day, to me at least, a very cool map. Very expansive as well, and it's kind of fun to play every once in a while. It's got some pretty cool wall guns in it, like the AN-94. I think this is the only map that we've had. Well, I guess Buried has the AN-94 too, doesn't it? But yeah, I love some of those wall guns. It's just kind of cool, man. Like, there's a lot of design here that you just don't have in other maps. There's no other map that's like this, although it is very cramped, and it isn't tons of fun to play sometimes. It's definitely one of those that I go back to every once in a while, just to be like, hey, boys, you guys want to go die and jump off a building? Woo! Oh, I landed. Sick. So yeah, Die Rise, nowhere near the top of my tier list, but it does have a place in my heart. I do enjoy the gameplay to a decent extent, and I mean, if they kept the Solidifier the way it was at launch, I mean, I feel like this map probably would have been better, but it is what it is. I enjoy it, and I hope you guys do too, and if you're enjoying this video, leave a like on it down below. It helps me out a ton, and of course, subscribe so you can come back for more, but let's continue. Alright, so before continuing onward this way and checking out some more windows, I do kind of want to check out this drop-down area. So normally, right, if you miss this, you fall on down and die right here. And I think it slides you off the building, although here it seems like since I'm not dead, it's not actually sliding me, and there's this massive barrier here that we can actually walk on top of. But hopping on back up in here, let's go ahead and buy ourselves a box. Why not, dude? The upside-down box is sick. Oh. Okay. Alright, to the left here, we got a window. Let's go ahead and hop on into it, this upside-down land here. There's not too much going on in it, just a nice little place for zombies to spawn, and I'm guessing that's probably the same for this window over here, but let's go ahead and hop on into it too. This, okay, so I don't know what this is, but there's a couch chilling. Oh, it is a bathroom. Okay, I was gonna say, it looks like a bathroom. Forgot to look above me. I don't know why there's a couch in a bathroom, though. Kind of strange. If we continue onward, hop on over here, we got this area, so obviously this is all playable space right here, but it leads to this area, which of course is, I think, the best training location on the map, or at least it's the best training location that I know of. This is where I always train zombies, at least. And I think around here, right, it just comes back on through, right? There's no windows back here? Oh, I'm stuck. So yeah, I don't think there's any windows to check out in this section, but if we go down to this area back here, there is, right? So there's this window right here. Let's go ahead and hop on into it. And it's got like a really dark room back here. Oh, wow, okay, so it actually has like that window texture here separating it. So that's kind of strange. I guess at one point they probably thought maybe that this needed to be a thing, but it's not. It's actually a window that you can stand in. There's not too much interesting going on. Let's go ahead and hop on out of that. And we can continue this way towards the elevator shaft, which, man, oh man, don't we love this? This is just a fantastic place, isn't it, guys? So above us is this area, right? This area that we can jump on. And if we go up and out of the elevator shaft, we can take a look at it. So this is what it looks like. It's broken off, and I believe it would have been part of this elevator shaft here, which has whatever perk in it right now. What is this, Quick Revive? Oh yeah, and I guess since we're here, this is what it's like to be inside of one of these elevators. We can actually buy Quick Revive from the other side of it too, and we can just chill and let this elevator take us up and down all at once. Although, oh wow, it teleported me back to spawn, didn't it? Yeah, that's pretty strange, not gonna lie. But yeah, so that's that elevator shaft. And while we're up here, though, we might as well see what we can walk around on it. It doesn't look like much, right? So it doesn't seem like the rooftop of this place has a ton of collision, although there's some areas like this right here that do. But then there's a barrier here that I have to hop on over. It's quite a struggle to walk up here. It's not exactly easy, but here is just a nice little overview of what the top of this building looks like. There's not a ton of detail to it, but it is kind of cool to see. So yeah, man, the elevator shaft. Let's go ahead and hop down one level right here. And then there's a window that a zombie can come out and ruin your day at. It looks like they just have a little space to spawn back here with some really, gross looking junk texture going on. And moving on to the next place right down here. That's where the gavel knuckles are. And there's this little area back here that zombies, I think they come out of like this dark area, right? I think they spawn up here somehow, which it looks like it's literally just like a really black cube. So let's get out of there because it's impossible to see anything. And then hopping on across, since we don't have to worry about fall damage, we can do that. There is this area back here too, and it's the same kind of deal. Zombies come from the roof, although this one actually has light. So I'm guessing this probably looks pretty identical to the other one. And across the way, we have this window, which is very boring. Just some debris and a place for zombies to spawn. So let's continue on downward towards here. So of course, here's the AN94 wall by at the bottom of the elevator, and there is a window here. But before we check that out, I do kind of want to see what's at the bottom of this elevator shaft. But it doesn't look like there's much going on here. Just a nice little place to die at. There is the elevator itself, I suppose. Let's go ahead and hop on into it. Is it textured? It is. It is, but it is filled with a barrier, as you saw there. I'm being popped out. Yeah, here's what the interior of this looks like. It looks like a normal elevator, just like one of the other ones, although, of course, this one, well, it's a wee bit broken. Yeah, that's some firepower right there. So to the right here, we got this window to check out. Let's go ahead and hop on into it. We do have an elevator here, which is interesting. An upside down land, and oh my god, is this massive, dude. There's a huge room here, and it actually leads over to the other window on the other side of this room. That's kind of cool to see. This is massive, though, dude. So there's like kitchen appliances and stuff just falling over and all over the place. And of course, we can't really see back into the room there, but this is huge. I did not expect this to be all one room at all. Oh man, what a view this is without fog. Yeah, just to put in perspective, there's it with fog, and then there's it without fog. Kind of a huge difference, and you can really make out some of these buildings that are just floating in the air. Kind of crazy, man. And yeah, look at this too. This is what the top of this building would have looked like. Some luxury going on here. And this is what the roof would have looked like, which is not modeled at all. There is literally no texture at all. But there is like these antenna, I guess. I don't know what you would call those, like radio towers, I suppose. Some random like AC units. But other than that, there is no texture for what would have been the roof of this building. All right, so back into the map. Let's go ahead and clear the debris. Slip on by right here, and there's a window to check out here, which isn't too interesting, although we got like a little pot just chilling. Oh, there's two pots, multiple pots. Wow, that's a lot of pot. But yeah, it looks like this room with a lot of pot, and it goes two different ways. We got the one direction there, and of course this direction over here. So two different windows, a little bit of zombie spawn engineering, and they can decide to go which way that they want to. And we've made it to this room. So I don't think there's actually a lot to check out in this room, although it is a very cool area, and this is probably my second favorite area to train zombies, but there's not much going on. There's an elevator that doesn't work right here, which actually I suppose if we go into it, is there a shaft? Oh, okay, I see. Okay, so that is actually just this broken elevator shaft. That's what that elevator is. Okay, makes sense. But yeah, other than that, there's not exactly much to check out. We've already seen that window there. And I suppose we could go up to this and just see like where this would have led to, but it doesn't really look like there's much, although we can walk here. And then finally, I think it's time to go ahead and hop on over to here. Although look at that little space right there. What's that? What's going on in here? I just want to hop on into it. It looks like we can actually walk into it too. Although it's very dark, but as you can see, this is what it would have looked like. There is a little bit of a space there that's completely unused, it seems like to me. And something else that's kind of cool about this area where the AK-74 U-wall by is, of course, there's plenty more to check out that way, but if we go right below us instead, we'll see there's another unused area down here. So there's like this floor, like tile texture here that's just chilling, and a whole bunch of space, although there's barriers around it, so we can't really go too far, but if we clip on through that one, we'll see we can walk this way. And we can even walk over back through here. There's like a whole bunch of space down here that's just completely unused. And oh my god, it's jiggling my screen. And while we're floating around in the nothingness that is the inside of this building, there is something else to check out. And that's this right here. If we go ahead and hop on over to it, we can see that there's like a little room constructed here with a bunch of debris that leads out to like a window, which is kind of strange because I don't think you really get too good of a view of it. But I guess they decided they wanted to add some kind of feeling that there's like more to this building than there actually is. And the rest of these structures that you're seeing around here are the elevator shafts. Okay, enough with that tomfoolery. Let's go ahead and keep going on. We got a ton of windows in here to check out. Let's go ahead and hop on into this one. This looks pretty interesting, actually. So we got some blood spatter here around the corner. Place for zombies to spawn. We do get a nice little window view, which I do quite like, I gotta say. Very nice. So over here, there is a bathroom, which it seems like it is not very interesting. Just a place for zombies to spawn. There's not even a toilet in here, so I guess I'm just gonna use the sink. Hold on 1 second, guys. Just oh yeah, oh yeah, that's good. Oh man. And all right, past that window, we have something over here. I think maybe. Yeah, man, this place is literally a maze, dude. Like, I swear that's what they were thinking when they designed it. Yeah, we do have this window here by where I usually build this liquefier, at least. If we hop on into it, well, there's not much. We've got some meters here, it looks like, to check how much electricity we're using, I suppose. And that's about it. It's just a nice little area for zombies to spawn back here. And if we go this way from the AK-74 U-Ball by instead, there's a couple things. So this, for one, is a hole in the ground, right, that zombies come out of, I believe. Yeah, this connects to some of that unused area that I was quote-unquote calling unused before. It seems like at least part of it is used, and that's right here where the zombies can come on up and out to this window here. And if we go ahead and move on past that and we go around this corner, we got another window right here with a toilet just chilling. And there's a hole in the ground, of course. This is, I believe, where the zombies come from. So again, some more of this area is being used. So it seems like this tiling had a use after all. It's not just here for no purpose. It's for these like floor windows. Kind of strange. And continuing onward, another window right here. If we hop on into it, we got the casting couch. And past that, there is actually a staircase. But there's collision with the stairs up to a barrier that just flattens out. And there's nowhere to go here, unfortunately. But we do have another window connection to this side over here, which is what, towards this liquefier? Yeah, towards this liquefier. Okay, so I think I got everything that's that direction. So now we can go ahead and head on up the stairs. Go ahead and grab that part for no reason at all and check out this window here, which looks like it's yet again another bathroom. Kind of crazy how many there are. It seems like this window, though, does connect to this window, which is cool. Where is this? Yeah, okay, so that window, this window right here, connects through towards this window over here, right, which is just like on the other side of this wall here. But yeah, down the hall from it, there is another bathroom yet again, and this one does have a toilet in it, though, but it leads back to a nice little place for zombies to spawn. You can see right through to see how many air conditioners there are. Oh my lord. But continuing onward, we got this direction, which has another window at the back of it. Just like some meters and an area for zombies to spawn, although it's quite thin back here, even though it's bigger than the actual, like, collision lets me explore, which is kind of strange. But yeah, just big old hallway for zombies to spawn in, come on out the window and at you towards this, well, I mean, let's be honest, guys, it's a sweatshop. And yeah, in here, of course, we got the good old bank, which is always great. But there should be a window. I think there's a window around here somewhere, right? Yeah, over here, we got this window to check out. Let's hop into it. Looks like this is maybe like an employee, like, workroom kind of deal. But yeah, tiled floor, a little place for zombies to spawn around the corner. And if we hop on out this, though, we see some interesting details above us. So there's two rooms here and here that are just blacked out. But if we hop on into them, we can see there is actual space here that we can walk around in, which is kind of cool to me. I really love these unused areas, just very liminal, but, you know, they add a bunch of atmosphere, because when you're over here, you look up into it, it's like, oh, there's more to that building, and it turns out, I mean, there isn't really much more to the building, but it gives you that feel. And, oh my god, we're above the sweatshop again. Look at that. So yeah, that's that. I love that kind of detail, but I think we go ahead and hop on into Power Room now. And let's just go ahead and turn on the power.
I have successfully concluded our efforts to reinstall power.
So inside of Power Room, I think there's just the one window, and it's just this one right here, which it looks like this is like a workroom for some of the sewing machines and some extra clothes and stuff that they're making here in this factory. Real unfortunate working conditions, you know, with all the zombies and stuff, but I'm sure they at least got paid, right? They got paid, right? And I believe that is it for this floor. There's nothing else. Right? If we hop up, we can see some more of these, like, liminal areas, right? But there's not too much going on in them, so I think it's time for me to go to the roof. Which I'm noticing, actually, on my way to the roof here, there's a lot more of these little spaces than I thought there were. Like the one that we found down there. There's a bunch of these, like, holes in the wall with just little, like, slightly modeled, slightly textured rooms like this one here. So yeah, there's a bunch of these. Like, look at this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, now we're just counting, huh? This is not what outside is supposed to be about. Oh my god, there's a dark room right here, too. Where is this? Oh, okay. So we've made it to the top floor of the sweatshop, and where it was in the center area where these windows all connect together. So there's that window, and there's this window over here, and this one as well. So zombies can spawn, I guess, down below here, it seems. My guess, at least. But there's a whole area down here. Quite big, actually. But it's very dark, and there's not exactly much to see. But yeah, here's this. And yeah, up here, I think there's a ton more windows. Although, we're just going to kind of go through them pretty quickly. Because I think they're pretty much all the same. There's not a ton to look at with them. Although, this one actually looks pretty cool. So this is like a whole nother room where these guys are working on their sewing machines. Area for zombies to spawn. So that one's not too bad. But we're just going to keep on moving, keep on trucking, past 2 elevators right there. We go flying past here. And if we go to the left here, there should be a window around this corner. Yes, there is. We hop on into it. Little waiting room area. Kind of nice. Area for zombies to spawn around this corner if we go this way as well. But going on past that, we got more windows over here. This one right here, which is kind of cool. Actually has a little drop-down area towards this unused hallway. Oh my god, it's a massive hallway too, actually. So this connects, yeah, so this connects to the middle area, I think. Oh wait, no, where are we right now? So yeah, this is that middle area I was talking about that we've already checked out, right? But on the other side of this wall is where we were. So this is a massive open floor that seems to not have much use to it, at least that I can tell at the moment. I don't think, like, if we go up, it seems, I think all the floor here is textured, right? So there's no, like, breakthrough to here. And there's even a stop for the elevator. So perhaps this is just some unused space. They thought to maybe have more to this floor and decided not to. Kind of cool, though, man. This is just massive room that just never got used, I suppose, other than for this window right here. And yeah, this even has a hallway, too. So there's this room over here, this big old room, and then there's this really dark hallway that just goes all the way down to off the map over here. Kind of cool, man. Yeah, I think that's it for this level, so let's go ahead and hop on up to the roof right here. So yeah, up here there is quite a few things to check out, quite a few windows to hop through, so let's just go ahead and start with it. There's this one right here, which it seems like there's quite a bit of a barrier. I can't really walk in it for some reason. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, it is a very big room, actually, and it connects to multiple windows, so it connects to this window over here, as well as the window that we went through. And we can even get a nice look at the elevator, which is kind of cool, just moving up and down right here next to us. Moving on past that window, we got this one to check out as well, which looks quite a bit different. So it's the same kind of tin construction, but there's some like rooms here, and it's very like claustrophobic. Little areas for zombies to spawn for this window, as well as for that window over there. And there's also a drop down here. This other little window here leads out towards this section where it's like in this corner of the building. Probably one of the weirdest parts of the map, to be honest with you, because it doesn't connect to the rest of the roof, but there is a window, so let's go ahead and hop on into it. It's inside of this building, and it looks like there's actually quite a bit modeled here. It seems like it's like fully textured, fully modeled like floor, which is kind of cool. And lastly on this level, we got this window to check out, so let's hop on into it. Oh wow. So yeah, you get a look at the tower here. It seems like it extends all the way down into this room, which is kind of cool to see. And inside this room, we have a nice little area just to go around. It's kind of strange that this is all here. There's no reason for it to be. They could have cut this off easily, because I think all you see is down to there, so they could have just, cut it off right there if they wanted to. And going on up to the top right here, let's just go ahead and see what it would have been like to stand up here. Oh my. Yeah, that's quite a high barrier. I don't think you'd be able to glitch that one, huh? But it certainly gives us a little bit of a perspective over the rooftop here, and there's quite a bit of area to check out that you don't normally get to go to, and that's like over in this direction. And it seems like we have collision with the entire rooftop. Finally, we can walk on the roof. It was a big disappointment to me that that rooftop over there we can't walk on, but it looks like this one we can. And all of these buildings out here, well, they themselves do not have collision, although it seems like the window does. But the building itself does not. You can walk through all of these buildings, and there's not too much going on inside of them. But this is what this whole area looks like. It's pretty cool to check out, man. And we can see back into the map over there, for instance. And going back over this way, we can take a look at what it would be like to walk along the edge here, where the dragon symbol is. Or dragon sign, I suppose, right? Alright, so that's the main area of Highrise done. That's pretty much the entirety of the map completely scoured over. Tons of little areas to check out, too. That was really cool. There's a lot of, like, unused spaces or, like, slightly used spaces and, like, different areas used for ambiance that you don't really see. And I loved it. I'm gonna be honest. That was a lot of fun. But now, let's just go ahead and check out some of these skyscrapers in the distance. So all of them, they're not gonna have collision, of course, right? So if I drop through, we'll just fall right on through, but we'll see, like, for instance, for this one, there's a lot of, like, little textured areas. Like, even on the other side of the building, you don't ever get to see this. Oh, man, is it nasty looking. Yeah, it does not look good at all, does it? But there's a lot of it. We can even see, like, even way down here, there's more and more and more of this gross-looking texture added to the building. And it's not alone for that one. There's this one as well. And it's the same kind of deal. It's slightly different for this one, though. There's, like, some concrete texture that looks a little bit better, I suppose. Although it's all low poly and, of course, all, well, not exactly modeled. And something funny to point out is we got, like, skyscrapers like this one as well that seem to, like, curve when they go below, like, the fog level of the map, which I thought was quite strange. It doesn't really make much sense. Even for, like, a broken skyscraper, I mean, it wouldn't break like that. But we can take a look again. Just a bunch of textures. It's like a jungle gym in here, man. And continuing onward, we can go ahead and check out some of these buildings. What we got up here? Foot reflexology. All right. We got a lot of low poly textures in here as well. Doesn't look like there's any feet, though. That's unfortunate. And as far as this one, we got a panda. Oh my, a panda and a crown. What does it say? Royal Black Real Estate. Oh, okay. So we got a real estate building chilling. Royal Chinese restaurant. Ooh, let's get some dinner. Oh, just a bunch of low poly food again. Damn it. So as far as I can tell, this is the furthest building outside the map, and yet it is still here with all of its low poly textures chilling on inside of it. And I actually just noticed something else. If we take a look at the fog texture here, it's made up of tiles, which is kind of cool to see. So there's like these little rectangles that just make up the fog texture piece by piece. Okay, so that's enough skyscrapers, right? Let's go ahead and go to the sky, and I want to show you guys something else that's really cool about Highrise, and that's the stars. So it turns out the stars are not part of the skybox in Highrise, which is strange, considering they usually are. But you can see, as I go upward, we get closer and closer and closer to the stars above. And then eventually we break through the texture that has the stars on them, and we can see that it's like a little dome, which is kind of cool. It's actually like curved down at the sides, and it's like this dome texture with a whole bunch of little dots on it for stars. I just thought that was sick. You can actually go to the stars on Highrise. Not something you can say about a lot of other maps. And we get a very good look at the skybox here. We can see there's a ton of like city skylines in the distance. And below us, interestingly enough, there's a mountain range on the flip side. I'm not sure why that is, but there's a good look at that too. And below us, of course, we can see the map. There's a big old rectangle, and that's that fog layer that we were looking at. And in the middle, there's some clouds right around the map, which is right there. And then a whole bunch of skyscrapers surrounding it. And ladies and gentlemen, that is Rise. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, leave a like on the video. It helps me out a ton, and of course, subscribe so you can come back for more. Click one of the videos that's on your screen right now if you want to watch some more of my content, but if not, I will catch you guys in the next one. You all stay awesome, and peace out.